Hello, hello. I'm so sorry that I was late. There were some technical difficulties that just got worse and worse and worse. But here we are, finally. Gonna give it just a moment because I know that I have at least one person that's coming to watch. So I'll give it just a moment and then we will get into this. I'm trying to get my video pulled up, that way I can see comments. Hey Ashley, welcome. Oh my goodness, this was a nightmare. So at first I tried to download the proper apps and programs that I needed to use my phone instead of my cheap, crappy old webcam because my phone would get a better video, and if you have the right programs, you can trick YouTube into letting you use your phone instead of waiting till you have 1,000 followers. Like, comment, subscribe, by the way. That didn't work. That was a horrible, bad decision. And so then I was like, well, maybe if I just update the program for my old webcam, it'll magically suddenly have the ability to focus. Nope, that didn't work. And then when I tried to start the feed, yeah, I tried to start the feed and it was just like, where's your camera? You can't do this without a camera. So reboot the computer. And finally, it recognized that I have a camera. And here I am, woefully unprepared, thinking that this would have been so much easier than it actually was. So I definitely apologize. Let's see. I have videos on here. Yeah, it was pretty messed up. Okay. Let me turn the volume down on my phone so that's not bleeping and blooping. Okay. So when did I pour this? I poured this resin on Friday, like 2 days ago, and I waited until now to demold it because I was actually a good girl. I did not peek. I didn't try to look. I waited so that I could share this with you guys. The most that I did was on some of the molds where the resin was sticking on the side. I peeled off some of this stuff, and it's still flexible and loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Hi Amy, hi Joe. So glad you could be here. So yeah, this is my first time ever playing with resin, and I've watched plenty of videos, but the videos that I've watched have been people who do it off screen and then they edit everything together and it looks like a nice, happy 30-minute process. Oh gosh, no. So I don't know if it's supposed to still be kind of flexible or not, or if it's supposed to get really hard. Like the pores themselves are pretty hard. It's just these little chips that I've pulled off that are not the hardest. But so if you watched my last video, this is the shot glass that we poured with old resin that was really yellow and it looked like pee, and there's no telling how many years old that was. And so the test with this was to see how yellow it is when it dries and if it even dries correctly. So that's what that monster is there. And then these are going to be the unicorn poops. And then I've got one with flowers over here on the side. What should I demold first? Should we go with the shot glass full of pee? A poop? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I did not realize that I made this. That was really unintentional. I did not mean to do the pee and the poop stuff. So sorry. We're not going to call this a shot glass full of pee anymore. Should I do the aged shot glass? or unicorn poop or a flower? Let's see. I've got one person who says shot glass, and nobody else cares enough to comment. So, waiting just a moment for somebody to comment just to prove me wrong. And they're not. That's okay. I still love you guys. All right. Gonna go with the shot glass then and see just how hard this stuff is to demold. Now, I wanted. Oh, well, there's 2 more shot glasses. Woot woot. I wanted to have a heat gun for demolding my resin. Well, not for demolding. I wanted to have a heat gun for when I made the resin in the first place. Because when you use a torch, like I did, can be used in a pinch, you got to be careful. What happens is the torch will start to heat up the, did I just go way off camera? I did. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out where this camera is. And I've got delay on my screen, so let's see where I am. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so fire bad, it melts the silicone, which bonds it to the resin. So when you're trying to demold, that's why the resins will tear your silicone. It's because fire bad. So I couldn't find the heat gun, so I went with the fire, and we're just gonna have to be very careful. And hopefully I can get it to come out without tearing. There we go. That one came free. Free. If you guys have any tips or tricks for demolding that you want to share, I am all ears. I've watched these videos in the past, but there's always new information out there. Oh man. I don't know if you can see because my stupid old crappy webcam won't focus, but when I'm pulling right here, you can kind of see some white by my thumb. That's the silicone really stuck to that resin. I don't know that soapy water would help the silicone being melted. Like here, it's coming down fine. I guess I'm just gonna have to like be okay with having a torn mold, but we'll just keep going slow. Oh, there we go. It released in that spot. Okay, let's go back over here. There we go. So I was at work today and paperwork was so slow, so I was cutting a bunch of masks for mask making, and then I come rushing home after all this, so I've had quite the full day, and I was really looking forward to this. This was my nice little break from making a million masks. I say a million, I've only made like 40 so far, but this is my nice little break from work and masks. Oh, come on, please. Please. This makes me so sad. I knew I shouldn't have used fire. I knew it, and I still did it. All right, let's try something else. That is very yellow. Oh, there it goes. Did you see that big rip? All right, so lesson learned, fire bad, no more fire. It could also maybe have something to do with how old the resin is, like maybe it reacted too much. Actually, no, I remember this one I did use fire when it was partway down as well, which is probably why it's melted so far down. Don't you hate it when you know better than to do something and you do it anyway? Ugh. Wow. That did come out really yellow, but because I used complementary colors, it looks not bad. And now here's where I'm going to be sad that I can't get it to zoom in for you, because I would love to show you all of these like tendrils coming up the glass. I think what I'm going to have to do is use my cell phone after this and film these things close up so that you can see the actual patterning and designs. But let me get like something white to stick behind this, and maybe you can see just how, just exactly how yellow this is. So yeah, resin, years old, unknown exactly how old, very yellowed. But that's why I went with the purple, because purple and gold go well together. So even though the resin is old and yellowed, because we used complementary colors, you can make it work. If I'd had gold flake, I would have liked to do gold down at the bottom right here, and then made it like really play up the gold and then fade down into the purple flecks. So what did I learn with this glass? I learned that even if my resin is old and yellow, it's not a lost cause. This is very hard. It's not tacky at all. It dried very well. I can make colors work with the yellow, because if you think about it, it's just tinted yellow for you already. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get rid of the silicone that's stuck on here. And this is from me using fire and sticking it down inside the shot glass. I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't mix up enough because it's my first time. I didn't know how much it would take to fill it up. So let's set the shot glass off to the side. And I've still got 7 more usable shot glass molds in this, so that's okay. Let's do a poop. Do we want to do an orange poop, a purple poop, a blue poop, or a swirly poop? And I used fire on all of these too. I tried to hold it like really high up so that it wouldn't melt it, but you live and you learn. One for orange poop, one for swirly poop. Who wants to be a tiebreaker? Hey Jim, how's it going? Okay, orange or swirly? We'll go with orange, just because I'm most anxious to see how this one. Oh, look, see, that one just pops right out. That poop is an easy poop. All right. Whoa. See, now this is kind of soft around the edges still. Like the whole poop is pliable. I wonder if it just needs to sit longer, or if I just didn't mix it correctly. I tried to do equal parts. Not gonna focus. That's Lucy. This is my forever baby kitty. I'm sorry, Joe. Look, Lucy, do you like the unicorn poop? Do you approve? No, not really. I like that one. I like the way the white just kind of like swirled off the top of it. Let's see. Lucy is actually named after the demon in Disenchantment. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't melt these ones. So this one's got more gold added to it, which you can see flashes quite nicely. Ooh. I like the way the gold mixed with the colors that I put in there and made it kind of swirly. I think this is the one that I painted the Pearlex patterns in first. And so it's got kind of like a glossy pearly look across the whole thing, and then there's the gold that's glistening through it and a bunch of glitter, and yep, this is definitely a unicorn turd. But again, it's also soft. I don't know if you can see it denting in. This one wasn't one that you're supposed to mix by volume, or by weight rather. You mix it 50-50, and I was fairly certain that I did it 50-50. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see if it hardens up in a few days. Yeah, it's just got such like a nice pearly look all over the whole thing. All right. More poop or a flower? I say flower, but they're really just weeds. Because sometimes weeds have pretty flowers. Flower? Sunshine? I thought sunshine would only harden UV resin. Man, that's just a lost cause. Okay, flower. Well, weeds. Do. So this one, if I recall, I dropped sunset colors, and I really loved the way it was swirling up, and then I added gold, and then I was like, I really shouldn't add too much, but I did. Oh, yep, I can't even see the flowers in there. Look at that. That is just way too much. But, like, you can kind of peep in through this slot right there and see some fun stuff going on. I just really should not have done that the way I did. And part of it is also because when you do the resins and you put like flowers down in the bottom, you were really supposed to let them sit for like maybe 5 hours or so just to kind of harden up and anchor them in place. And I didn't. I wanted to see what would happen if I just did it like this. And what happened was all of the ink went down to the bottom and the flowers floated up to the top, and I can't see any of the flowers. They're in there, but I can't see them. Good learning experiences, though. Okay, one of these, I think this one is probably going to be a fail also, because I put a unicorn thingy in there. Oh, I forgot. This one is the one that we had the sticker in it that says always. Can't see it. Way too much ink. Again, I should have left it sit with the clear layer first before I went and put a layer of color. Otherwise, it would have been like always poop. Oh well. So I probably won't be able to see the unicorn that's in here. Yeah, Daniel, that's what I'm supposed to do. And I didn't because I poured it on a live stream and was like, I'm going to ignore everything that I've learned from everybody else. I'm going to make my own mistakes. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Okay, we'll get the failure over first because I'm sure it'll be a failure. But it is rather shiny and holographic-y with the glitter that I put in. Again, sorry, really old, shitty webcam. It won't show the pretty details. I will upload a second video in a little bit after we're done just to show the details on this. And, oh, I actually really like the way that glitter turned out. And, yep, can't see the unicorn that's in there. But there is supposed to be a unicorn in there. It did help because the unicorn was so big, it blocked it so the ink couldn't come all the way down. So this is just like a really sparkly, purpley, pinky little poo. And right here, the white has trickled up, so it's like in little tendrils. And those are the looks that I love. And it did that too with the purple right there. I will try and upload that video like really fast when we're done with this. So as soon as this stream ends, like, I don't know, give me 30 minutes or so and I won't even edit it. I'll just do the reviews of this. Okay, last one. And actually I think this is the first one that I poured. The first poop that we did last night or Friday night. So this is nothing inside it to be ruined. It is just, whoa! What? What happened? That's cool. I don't know if you can tell what's going on here. There's a really clear spot here, and there's clear here. Oh, there is something in here. That's what I'm seeing. There's a little unicorn head right there. I forgot. This was the one that had nothing in it. This one had a little unicorn head and a shooting star, which I can't find the star anywhere in there. But when I had after I had poured this in, I had some leftover resin that wasn't really much to do anything with, and I was like, well, let me just trickle this clear resin in. And so I think pouring the clear resin on top kind of sank down through the colors and added more clear space in here, because that's pretty cool. And the gold that I dropped in, and then I dropped the color through the gold, came all the way through, and it's just like this gold dust glittery effect that is really pretty cool. But I do like the way I wanted it to be flat, but you know, we've already discussed how I didn't follow directions and did what I wanted and failed. But I do kind of like that the unicorn head is just sitting right there in the top of the poop. It's kind of a little bit tacky when I want to put it as a lid on this shot glass. Here we go, they match. If you keep in mind what I said earlier, that's very disturbing. So, if I do live streams with resin again, and I plan to put items inside, then I think what I should probably do is do the first pour of the clear without anybody present, like do that just me and let it set. And then when I'm ready to do the second layer with the colors and stuff, come back live and bring you guys in so that you can watch the colors dropping and all the swirls happening and stuff. But that won't be for a while. I really need to get a much better. Right, Ashley. Definitely less ink as well. And I do have some pipettes that I could use to try and drop smaller colors, but I think the tips are actually the same size as the bottles, so I didn't bother with them. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'll put the clear down first and then come back and then show you stuff. And maybe I'll have some larger resins and then we can do more colors and stuff. But I need a better webcam before I try to do that again. The one that I'm using right now, it doesn't focus. It's got one depth and it's just really bad. I could do that, Daniel. Yeah. That's kind of what I did with this one. I painted Pearl-X pigment on the outside, and it gave the whole thing kind of like a pearly look, but I just did really, really thin, so it's a tint more than anything. But I could paint the ink on the inside as well. It's just it would make it solid, and then I wouldn't get to see all the neat ink swirls and stuff that happen. But once I can manage to get my hands on a better webcam, then I will do another live stream with resin. It just depends on how easy they are to find and when I can afford to buy one, because I have spent all of my money on fabric for masks and I probably shouldn't have spent as much as I did, but that's okay. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I'll try that on one, Daniel. Next time when I do it, we'll try painting just some like little designs on the side, and I'll see if maybe I can get like a bigger dome. The trays that I have here, these are just baking trays that I got from like Joann's and Michael's in the baking section. So these are like meant for like little cake pops or whatever. But I'll see if I can get my hands on some bigger dome and dish resin molds. And then that'll give us more space to paint stuff as well. If you guys are so inclined, please subscribe to my channel, but also go check out my videos. And I've got 2 contests going right now. You can win either wind chimes that I've made by hand, or you can win a sun catcher. I've got these 2 butterfly labradorite and copper sun catchers that I've made, and the winner will get to pick one of these. And this one is just, it's just this shape. It's got labradorite, it's got little dangles, it's pretty, it shines in the sun. And this one, the wings pose, so you can hang it with the wings open, so it's like a little butterfly in flight, or you can hang it with the wings spread. All you have to do to win one of these sun catchers is just go comment on the tutorial video that I uploaded for the sun catchers. Just leave a comment and you'll be entered to win. The wind chimes, which are sadly too big for me to get out and show you here, but I've got a video showing the wind chimes that I made, and it has a bigger butterfly, like that big, on the top of it, and then the wind chimes are suspended. And you can either buy raffle tickets to win that one, or you can enter for free just by commenting on the video and subscribing to my channel. And then you can get an extra free entry by following me on Facebook. So if that sounds like something you'd like, or if you know somebody that might make a good gift for, get on in there and leave comments and see what's going on. Let's see. A shooting star. Let me see what I've missed. One drop of color. Thin layers. Don't have to paint. A spider web first and then swirling glitter inside. That would be cool, Jim. A shooting star in one with the trails in the sky. This one right here was supposed to have a little shooting star sticker thing in it. And that's why the blue and the gold were going to be behind it, like sky, but we won't talk about my failures right now. If I did the spider web one, I'd almost think that I'd like to put the spider in closer to first. That way I can do the web underneath it, and that way it would look like a spider sitting on the web. That's right, Magic. Learning experiences. Thank you, Joe. I had a lot of fun learning experiences making the wind chimes. I'm kind of sad to give the wind chimes away, but I promised that I would do a giveaway, and well, I'll just have to make myself another one. That could be cool. I watched a video, Daniel, where somebody took like a dish and then they filled it with resin, and then they started painting layer by layer. Like they painted little plants, and then they do another layer of resin, and then do more details on the plants, and then resin, and then they started painting a goldfish. And so it was like layer by layer they were building this up. So when you looked in the bowl, it looked like a 3D goldfish swimming inside it. It was pretty cool. All right. Does anybody in here want one of these very first resin attempts of mine? Because if you guys want one, then we'll do a quick little random number giveaway for one if you'd like. We've got 8 people in here right now. Well, no, it counts me as 2, so there's really 6 people in here. So let's see. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 10, and I'm going to write the number down. And then whoever says the number that I pick first in chat will be the winner. But you can't start guessing numbers yet. You have to wait until I say start, because I have to find a pen. And if you do it before I write my number down, then it looks like I'm cheating and picking the winner. Okay, sorry. All right. I'm going to write my number right here. And I tell you what, just to make it a little bit more fun and make it last a little bit longer, you're demoting? Oh, don't be like that, Daniel. Okay, I'm going to write my number on this box, and we're going to make it a number between 1 and 30. We'll do it between 1 and 30 just to make it so that you've got a lot of numbers to guess. Let's see. What is the number that I want to pick? Lucy, what number do I want? What? Naps is not a number. I'm not on camera. You can't see what I'm writing. Okay, I wrote my number down. You guys can go ahead and start guessing. And as soon as I see the number, then I will call out somebody's name. And please be aware that your screen and my screen might be different in terms of syncing. So I'm going by what's on my screen. Oh, wait, I'm on top chat. Let me put it on live chat. Okay. I don't see my number yet. Keep on guessing until you call my number. You can keep guessing multiple numbers. There we go. There's that number spam. I've seen a couple numbers that were close, but not the specific number yet. Nope, nope, nope. Oh man, some of you guys are really close. Keep trying. Oh, Magic and Moonbeams, you called my number. Bam! There's my number in my messy, childish handwriting. All right, Magic. Which one do you want? There is the glitter turd, the pearly rainbow turd, the pooping at night turd, and this one looks like sherbet. This is a sherbet turd. And then there's the did you really put flowers in their dome? And the shot glass with the stuff stuck to it. You want the pooping at night turd. You've got it. Go ahead and message me on Discord and let me know your address and I'll get that in the mail to you. And do you need any cloth masks, Magic? Because I can send a mask as well when I send this if you need one. Which is the poop of a carpenter? I don't think any of these are the poops of a carpenter. Okay, we'll talk mask options when you message me. Unless you guys are just like curious to see the mask patterns that I've been making. Jim, did you get your masks that I sent you? Or your mask? Did I send them to you yet? I thought I did. I dropped yours in the mail. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Oh no, I'm knocking stuff over. I feel like Godzilla. My craft area is like centered around my couch. Oh, that's interesting, Jim. But yeah, I'm centered around my couch. So in order to get out, I have to push the table away and then I can get up, and I do my best to keep things organized, but I fail. This is one that I made just trying to see how I liked the pattern. Where's my camera? There's my camera. There we go. This is the Olsen mask, and I don't think that I really like it because it doesn't come down far enough under my chin and it stays kind of loose down at the bottom. But I do like the way my galaxy fabric worked. Yeah, that's the first one I made with my galaxy fabric. I haven't cut any more of that out yet. This is all scrap. Like, this is just my scrap from cutting today. Hey, Letty, how's it going? There's a Proud to Be an American mask, which was some fabric donated. Daniel, this is the one that I was working on when my sewing machine was screwing up last night. And you can see I've like picked and unpicked and sewn and re-sewn. And this one's kind of like really had it rough. And then this was the one that I was trying to do after I thought I had it fixed, but don't. And I wound up unpicking about half of it. And I need to get more nose wires made so that I can finish these. Yeah, Letty, if you watch after we finish, we did some resin demolding for these poops and this shot glass. And oh my gosh, that shot glass. That thing was a pain. So if anybody needs a mask, these are the ones that I have that are just about ready to be mailed out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 stars. One of the stars is already claimed. And then I've got this blue swirly. And if somebody wants this, I'll let you have it. I left the elastic ties on here like this so that you can either choose to tie it behind your head or you can tie a knot and slide it so that it's inside the channel. Oh, sorry. This stack right here, these are all ready to be sewn for masks. Some of them are requested by coworkers or other people on the internet who have said that they need masks. And others are just random patterns that I may or may not have much of. This is like some flowers with some gold accent. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to punch you guys in the face. It really was an accident. Let's see. And there's some more pink flower stuff. I tell you what, all of the fabric stores are sold out of so much of the gender neutral and masculine prints. It's really hard to find masculine prints or even just solid colors. And then this is the fabric I found to make masks for my police officers. Like most of you guys probably know that I work at a police department. So this is what I'm using to make the masks for my officers. Those were the only 3 patterns that I started cutting out today, other than this stack, which is more plain, which I use for the liners and for the filter pockets. But if you need a mask, if you need a mask and you know me in Discord, go ahead and send me a message and let me know if you liked any of the fabric that you saw here just now, and I will send you a mask, no charge. I just want people to be safe, so I'm not charging for them. If you feel like donating $1 or $2 towards the mask, that's fine, but you do not have to. I just want people to be able to be safe. So Magic, I know you said you need a mask, so let me know what you need. And Daniel, I am happy to send you one. I have no idea how long it will take to get to you, but I will send you one if you need one. Is there anybody in here right now who does not know me on Discord who might want a mask? Sure, you can have this one. Do you want me to leave the straps adjustable like this, or do you want me to sew them in and anchor them in into ear loops or anything? James, I have not seen, or Jim, sorry. I haven't seen anything that screams anime to me. I haven't really been looking for that though, because I've been trying to find fabric that is as widely appealing as possible. Because the masks that I make, I offer them to the people in my life that I care about, like you guys and my friends and neighbors and coworkers and stuff. And then when I have enough made up and they're not needing them, I donate these to a mask making group that I'm in. And we just recently got a request from the UAMS hospital for 10,000 masks. And they've split their request up among multiple groups. So our group is handling a 2,000 mask request. So whichever people don't need as I'm making these, I give my excess to that group, and it's going to be going to fill the requests of our community. And I would rather give these to people I know that need them than send them to a company who is begging for handouts from mask makers rather than offering to pay for 10,000 masks. No, the hospital wants us to give them 10,000 masks. And I'm all for helping and making sure that people have what they need, but when you've got a big, rich company who's just trying to get stuff for free, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Sure, I'll anchor them. Do you want me to leave them loose for you to tie, or do you want me to just go ahead and anchor them as ear loops, like this? Because I don't know if you want to be able to tie them behind your head. And I've actually tried these. Yeah, I'll show in just a moment, Daniel. But I've actually tied these in a knot and then put it on. And the knot, the fabric, this is poly stretch, and it doesn't bother me when I wear it tied like that. And you can even just like pull it into the channel like this. And it's pretty easy to untie as well. Okay, I will do that for you. Let's see. So you want to see my upcoming mask material. Let's see. I actually got most of it in my backpack right here because I cut at work in between stuff. I've got some butterflies that are going to be coming up. And I don't think it shows up on camera, but they actually have a little bit of gold. A little bit of gold detailing on them. And you saw my outer space stuff. I got this thinking I was getting a nice gender neutral one, and then when I got it home, I noticed the glitter on it, and I was like, man, guys here in the South can be so sensitive of their masculinity that if I were to offer them something with flowers or glitter on it, they would probably turn it down. Jim, that's actually a hard question to answer because I use multiple fabrics to make one mask. I try to save the patterns for the outer shell, and then the inside gets the solid, thinner fabrics. So I don't really know how to answer that. I know that from a fat quarter, I was able to cut 1, 2, 3. I was able to cut 4 outer shell pieces from a fat quarter. Daniel, do you know off the top of your head how big a fat quarter of fabric is? I know it's like a quarter yard or so, but I can't really think dimensions and stuff. So this is kind of paint swirly, kind of resiny, kind of peacocky almost. So I decided I had to have that one. And then this I got thinking it would be a nice every girl type color. One of my officers wanted pink for his wife, and she did not choose this pink like I thought she would. And I got a ton of this. Where is my corner? There we go. So yeah, this is like pink and orangey, bright, vibrant, sunny, summery. But those are the patterns that I have right now. Oh, I missed one. Sorry. This one. And I thought I had some of these cut out and ready, but I guess I misplaced them. But I may or may not have some of this fabric ready to go. Jim, I like the gray side. You're funny, dude. So yeah, that's what I've got right now. I'm trying to get more of my police fabric cut because I've been putting off that one for a while. So today I cut police fabric and some some other fabric as well. But yep, message me on Discord if you need a mask and I'll make sure that you get taken care of, okay? My diamond painting is on hold until I no longer feel compelled to make masks. Um, there's not very much that I can do to be helpful in my day-to-day life on a normal basis. And right now making masks and giving them to the people that need them is something that I can do to be helpful. So that's what I'm doing. And charging money for them just feels dirty and wrong. So I am giving them away and taking donations. And I think right now, the amount of donations that I've received has come close to covering the amount of money that I've spent on fabric and supplies. So that makes me happy. I don't I don't want to keep buying fabric, but every time I stop by Joann's for like a blade or needles or something, I'm like, ooh, this fabric's pretty. So I kind of have a problem. But all of the fabric is getting turned into masks. So perhaps when I no longer have fabric, I will go back to that diamond painting. Or maybe they'll have a cure out before I finish all the fabric. Well, that's it for me, guys. Unless you have any other questions or any other stuff you want to see, then I'm going to go ahead and sign out, and I will do a short film of these resins so that you can see the details up close. And don't forget to message me, Magic, so that I've got your mailing information. And if you need a mask, please message me on Discord as well. If you don't know me on Discord, you can go to my website, thedragonsgem.com, and you can message me there. Even if you're watching this video long after it has ended and you're like, man, I really need a mask, shoot me a message and I'll see what I can do, okay? So you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for hanging around while we played with poop. And I'll see you guys later. I love you. Bye. If I can figure out how to end this stream. Okay, bye for real now. Bye-bye.